Here's what you need to know about Roe v. Wade potentially being overturned. A leaked draft opinion authored by Supreme Court Justice Samuel Alito, obtained by Politico, reveals that a majority of the court has preliminarily voted against Jackson Women's Health Organization in Dobbs v. Jackson. If finalized, the ruling would strike down Roe v. Wade, the landmark decision that granted constitutional protection to abortion rights. In the initial opinion, Alito claims that Roe was egregiously wrong from the start, writing that Roe and Casey must be overturned. Planned Parenthood v. Casey is a 1992 decision that upheld Roe. The majority opinion is a draft, with the final decision on Dobbs v. Jackson expected by late June or early July. Justices do have the ability to change their initial votes or circulate further draft opinions, but the writing has been on the wall for months that Roe will be overturned, so it's unlikely the overall vote will change. So what does this mean? If Roe was overturned, the legality of abortion would be up to states to decide. According to the Guttmacher Institute, a reproductive health nonprofit, 23 states have laws that could restrict abortion rights. 13 of those states have trigger laws in place, meaning that the second Roe is overturned, abortion bans will go into effect. On the other side of the coin, 16 states and DC have laws that will protect abortion rights. But overturning Roe isn't just about abortion rights. Other rights are at stake here, including privacy rights, voting rights, and maybe even the right to bear arms. Constitutional law experts have argued that questioning the constitutionality of Roe throws all of these protections and more into doubt. Two key decisions also in danger now are Obergefell v. Hodges, which guarantees marriage equality, and Lawrence v. Texas, which overturns state sodomy laws, making same-sex sexual relationships legal nationwide. Alito claims in the opinion that until the latter part of the 20th century, abortion rights were entirely unknown in American law. The Due Process Clause of the 14th Amendment has been held to guarantee some rights that are not mentioned in the Constitution, he notes. But according to Alito, abortion doesn't meet the standard outlined in the provision of being a right deeply rooted in the nation's history and tradition, and therefore shouldn't be granted constitutional protection. The question of rights deeply rooted in the nation's history and tradition will surely call into question LGBTQ+ rights, hence the threat to Obergefell v. Hodges and Lawrence v. Texas. And that's just the tip of the iceberg. Activists and legal scholars have been warning of this decision for years. Now, calls to codify Roe through legislation are mounting. In a statement, President Joe Biden said, "If the court does overturn Roe, it will fall on our nation's elected officials at all levels of government to protect a woman's right to choose." What Congress decides to do in the next few weeks will impact the lives of millions of Americans and democracy itself.
Abortion is healthcare! Abortion!